I got Baltimore. I got Baltimore.
I'm talking about out of the NFC.
Oh. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All right, y'all boys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This will be episode 6, Culture Shakers Better Podcast. I'm your co-host, Shannon, here with my two brothers, JJ, B Money. How y'all doing, man? We back.
Back again.
What's up?
All right, we got a lot to get to today, man. First, we're going to get to some of the people that we perhaps may look up to. You know, I know we all look up to Big Uncle. I don't know so much about Skip. But Skip and Shannon, as we know, they got new ventures. Skip has just started the new Undisputed. I must say, the Lil Wayne theme song is pretty hard. I definitely hold on.
Had to get our shit going, bro.
The intro was definitely hard. He ain't had to go that hard, but Skip he got 3 Hall of Famers with him. Michael Irvin of the Cowboys, Keyshawn Johnson, though he played for a few teams, Cowboys as well, and also Richard Sherman. So that's a nice lineup. As we know, Shannon and Stephen A about to team up on First Take. So that's also going to be great. Can't wait to see that. I want to get y'all opinion on both of those things and how you think that's going to go for them, you know, splitting up and everything. I'm going to start off with you first, JJ.
You know what? For Skip, well, I'll start with Shannon. I like the look. I think him and Stephen A is going to be a pretty good pairing. I think that Stephen A does the best or has the best television with personalities that's not really intimidated by his position. And I think Shannon is one of those athletes and analysts that'll kind of be able to look Stephen A eye to eye and not be afraid of kind of what he has going on just because of the success that he's had on the field as well as off the field. I think that his run with Skip has, solidified him in the media space as being a respected, high level analyst with football, basketball as well. I mean, he earned his stripes there. Also, football, obviously, he goes without saying. He's a Hall of Famer. But I like that move for sure. I'm interested to see kind of their dynamic and kind of how that'll fare. And it's good to see, it's just always good to see black men win at the end of the day. Skip, I feel a little different just because it's a lot of big personalities on one set at one time. You got Skip, he's a big personality. You got Michael Irvin, he's a big personality. Richard Sherman, same thing. You know what I mean? And so I think it's just a lot of cooks in the kitchen. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of opinions flying around one time. Everybody's trying to find their voice. Everybody's trying to find their space to speak and to kind of get their word in edgewise. And so with a lot of opinions kind of in one on one show, somebody may take, may say what you may have said. It's just more. It's just a lot of banter back and forth. So I'm a little iffy about kind of how that'll fare. We'll see just kind of how it goes as the season or as time goes on. But yeah, we'll just have to see. So yeah.
You got to unmute, Sean.
Oh, my bad, tweaking. All right, I feel you on that, Jay. What do you think about that, B?
Yeah, I like the Shannon and Stephen A pairing. But I guess I'll start off talking about the Skip because I don't really got too much bad to say about Stephen A and Shannon. I think that'll be a good pairing. I think they'll match together really well. I think the I feel like first to me, even though from a number standpoint, First Take probably wasn't like down in ratings and nothing, but I feel like Shannon gonna bring a whole different dynamic to the show. And I haven't really got a chance to look at too much of the new Undisputed, but I feel like I agree with JJ. I feel like it's too many people on there. But I feel like we got to let them work through it first to see before we able to judge it. But right now, off the first glance, I feel like it's too much. It's too many people. It's too much. Like it's too much conversation going on at once to kind of follow. But I feel like they're gonna work it out, and I feel like it'll be all right. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know, man. I think Undisputed gonna lose a lot of viewers with Shannon being gone now, and I think it's really gonna turn First Take up. But we just have to wait and see, man.
Okay. What you about to say, Jay?
No, I'm not gonna say no.
Okay. I actually like both of the new shows. I did check out the first couple of days of the Skip. I was about to say Skip and Shannon. The Skip New Undisputed. I did like it. I thought it was kind of funny. Very informative. Like JJ said, a lot of personalities. But I feel like they was yielding to each other. Like they was letting each other talk. They wasn't really screaming over each other too much. And then today for basketball, they only had Richard and Keyshawn on that today. So it was like them three. So that was a little more calm. So I think it's going to be a good year for both. Can't wait to see what First Take going to look like at the beginning of the week. And I hope Shannon Sharp can get added to NFL Live too.
Yeah.
But all right. Next up, we got intriguing topic. So we were just talking about Trey Lance as QB3 in San Francisco. Now he's QB3 in Dallas. But some people thinking, Dak need to watch his back. Jerry Jones did not tell Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott about this trade that they made. They traded him for a fourth round pick. So the 49ers gave up like 3 first round picks to get him. So they shipped him off for a fourth. Now he on the Cowboys. Now he behind Cooper Rush, but Dak did get hurt last year. Never know. Coop might get hurt. So it might be a while before you see the field. But what y'all thinking about this signing? It's a little bizarre. But maybe it's not. Maybe Jerry trying to light a little fire under Dak. What you think, B?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I feel like they see potential in Trey Lance, man. I think that we approaching the end of the Dak era. I feel like this not gonna be going on for too much longer. But yeah, I think it's just to add some little extra motivation to Dak. But it's a bizarre move, but I kind of like it though for the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I kind of like this move for them. Maybe it'll change their offense or get their offense more motivated, at least from Dak's standpoint. But I feel like we approaching the end of that Dak era though for sure.
Yeah. I think the end may be coming, but he is a productive quarterback. They are coming off 2 12-win seasons, so I don't want to write them off too soon, but it do always seem like they're trying to get over that hump, and the whole roster is loaded.
But what they be saying, championship or failure, that's how they be looking at it. But I mean, a big move might be needed to take them over the hump. You never know.
Yeah, you may very well be right about that. JJ, what do you think about this move?
I like it. I think the Cowboys are just trying to, just kind of like y'all said, just trying to figure out how to get over that hump. And really, I think that they're throwing a lot of stuff at the wall, just trying to figure out what'll stick. Trey Lance, he's 23. Dak Prescott is 30. So that age gap and age difference, I think that matters. I don't think that you could just kind of breeze past that and make it seem like that doesn't play a role in your production and kind of what you do on the field. It's kind of like you said, B. Dak may need to watch his back. Maybe so. I think anytime you get a young kid coming up behind you and they want your spot, it's always a level of danger there. No matter who you are, you know what I mean. Dak Prescott is a pro, but he's not he's not Tom Brady, he's not Pat Mahomes. You know what I mean? I don't think that his position is so set in stone to where if somebody young and vibrant comes in and is doing his job well, especially with a franchise like the Cowboys, who's willing to um, or who's looking to foster a winning culture. If Dak isn't getting the job done, I think that the coaching staff, along with Jerry Jones, will put whoever in that seat, who will deserve it. So I like the move. I'm interested to see how to play out this season.
Okay, I actually like the move too. I just feel so sorry for Trey Lance, man. Top draft pick. They usually at least get a chance to show what they can do. He's played a number of 4 games, and one of the games he got hurt on the first play. So, and then the other game was that Bears game when it was all rainy. They was belly flopping.
Yeah.
And the other two were the prior year, and he also got hurt as well. But he's actually coming in, filling in for Jimmy G, and played well for a couple games. So I don't know, man. Look like he's not gonna be getting no burn with Dallas, but if Dak have another off year, I wouldn't be surprised. Like B said, it might be some changes that be made. This might be that big move that they just went ahead and grabbed now and just put it in the back pocket.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got a little funny guy, man. What world is what we're going to call this one. So, track runner Noah Lau says the NBA champions are not the champions of the world. So, he basically saying, he an Olympic. He go out there, he running against, China, Japan, Venezuela, Switzerland, whatever country you can think of. They all out there competing in honor of their country. And he competing for the U.S. and he's saying the NBA is just U.S. Even though we, the best of the best internationally, usually come over and play in the NBA. So I don't know, man. I feel like he was trying to just have a little viral moment after he won. After people won, they be feeling themselves. But what y'all feel about it? Y'all think he got a little point here, or what y'all thinking? JJ, I'm gonna go to you first.
So from a general perspective, if you're talking to somebody who doesn't really understand the landscape of basketball and the talent pool that we have here in the U.S., it would make sense, of what he's saying. Technically, if we're talking in layman's terms, when you win a championship here, it's not the same thing as winning it for the world. You're essentially just winning it for the U.S. because you're only competing here and winning an NBA championship. But when you think about how much of a drop off the NBA is to all the other leagues in the world, it makes no sense at all. The NBA is so far and beyond any other competitive leagues, around the world, in other countries. It wouldn't be a competition for, let's say, if the Denver Nuggets played Spain or the Denver Nuggets played, I don't know, Australia, whoever else. It really wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be a competition. If you think the real success that the foreign countries have is during those Olympic years when the foreign players on the NBA teams goes back to their country and plays for their home team. And when they're off those teams, they don't really have the same level of success, as they did when the teams were or when a player was with them. So if you keep those foreign players with the teams that they are when they won a championship, it makes it that much more of a challenge for those other countries to beat the U.S. It's just a different talent pool. I mean, if the players in those countries were good enough to play in the NBA, they would be in the NBA, right? They're overseas because essentially they couldn't make it in the NBA for the most part. And I know a lot of times a lot of those players want to play for their hometown teams, and they may not want to come to the States and play, which is fine. But in a lot of aspects, a lot of those players have to go overseas because they can't make it in the NBA, because they, like I said, the talent required is just that is that tougher. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you're a casual fan, you may understand what he's saying, but if you really know the landscape of the NBA, it didn't make any sense.
Made no sense. That's what JJ says. B, what do
I
you
agree. I agree. I agree with everything JJ said. Honestly, it's like I feel like he just took that moment to try to go viral because he's quote unquote the fastest man in the world currently. But like JJ
slow
said,
down? Slow down.
for anybody who understands the scope of what the National Basketball Association is, they would feel like his comments was ignorant. These are the best players from all over the world. Think about how many top foreign players that we've had in the league. Like how many we got foreign players who's scored 30,000 points. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like we are so like open and advanced that we got players from all over. We got players who go overseas that's not from overseas and have a huge following. It's like we're not shunning nobody in the US. We're taking everybody into this league. So for him to say that, that he feels like these players is like shouldn't be the champion, shouldn't be saying they're the world champions. Like I don't understand that. I have a hard time believing that he really meant that. I just think that he was just trying to go viral. Like he had to be just trying to go viral because it's like to JJ point again. Like imagine taking whatever greatest players you have that's not in the NBA and putting them against anybody in the NBA is going to be a whole different story. And if he was to try to, if anybody overseas would try to say that they wouldn't want to be in the NBA, I feel like they'd be lying. This is where the big money at. Who wouldn't want to play in the NBA? I don't get it. Like I get you can make money and have a huge following overseas, like Stephon Marbury after he left the NBA, but he went over there, he like a god overseas to some of them people. But I just feel like this is the best league there is. So that was an ignorant statement for sure. I can't rock with that one.
I totally agree with both of you. And my homie Devin weighed in the comments, and I'm gonna just use his answer for my answer.
Nah, for sure.
Excuse the explicits, but no cap.
It's real, bro. It's real.
All right, man. We're gonna move past him, man. We're gonna move to something with a little more substance, with a little more thinking, with a little more, suave. One of my favorite segments from one of the smoothest fellas I know. Not really, but I'm introduced him, so they told me I'm supposed to say something nice about him. But that's my man JJ. Go ahead, take it away, man.
Appreciate that, Shano. All right, so here's what we're gonna do today. So let's pick them up, Jay. We're gonna do Mount Rushmore for 4 different categories. So we're gonna do Mount Rushmore for the categories of assists, scoring, perimeter defense, and blocks. All right. And I'm not even gonna start this one today. B, you can go ahead and start with your list first.
Bet. So this is my Mount Rushmore for assists. It ain't really in no particular order, but this is just the people that I feel like is on that four space Mount Rushmore. I got Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, LeBron James, and Jokic, and I got 2 honorable mentions because I feel like these 2 people I had a hard time leaving off, but just Rondo for his pure point guard ability, and Westbrook just for him being able to me being a top 3 point guard all time, in my opinion, him leading the league in assists multiple times, the triple doubles and everything. But it was hard for me to put them. I mean, to put Westbrook in that top 4 spot because I know he was like not I want to say pure point, but this is my list for assists, man. I gotta. It was hard to choose that list, but that's my Mount Rushmore with 2 honorable mentions.
Okay, so then, quick question. I'm thinking you may have Now, this may have been on purpose, or you may have been consciously doing this. Where's Mr. Johnson? Where's Magic, brother?
Man, bro.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Magic is never gonna make any list for me, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry, bro. He can't make no list for me. It's just I just can't do it.
That's Magic's best attribute was his passing. He can't even get no love for Mount Rushmore for assist, huh?
No. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, what makes
I can't. I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it, bro.
Okay. Go watch.
Yeah, that ain't gonna. That it's not the same to me. I feel like if I ain't actively watching it in real time, it's just not gonna be the same.
I feel that.
It's not gonna be the same.
I get that. Okay, what we got next, Sean? Well, yeah, Sean. Go ahead. What's your list for assist?
All right, my list. I do got the Magic Man on there first. Thank you, Lou. No Magic is insane. Man, what we doing here, man? My little brother, he ain't never seen him. He like 12 years old. No, I'm just playing.
Man, bro.
Man. But
fuck Magic, man.
Two, I got Steve Nash on there. Even though his passing never really led to a championship, he made some of the greatest passes I've ever seen. Like, eyes in the back of his head. And of course, I got Braun on there. Then I got Jokic too, because my favorite player, so I'm a little biased. But these other two guys, Rondo and Jason Kidd, they could definitely go on the the Rushmore as well. I guess you could take Jokic out for one of them. He's a little young, but I like this list. Feel like these are the best passes to ever do it.
Okay.
What do you think, JJ?
I like that. I think now listen. I love Jokic. You know what I mean? I love Jokic, and I think skill-wise, he's one of the best players that we've seen. But my gripe with you two, y'all have to give people the chance to grow and actually have a full career before y'all give them such weighty crowns, bro. Like, let the man live out his career. You don't know if he's going to get some more championships. You don't know if he's going to get some more MVPs. You don't know where he's going to land in the all-time assist list. Like,
let me say one thing, Jay. But let's just say if Jokic decided to retire tomorrow, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. If he decides to retire tomorrow, what he's done in his career right now, he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
So you can't. So it kind of you can't you can put him on. If he's a Hall of Famer, you can put him on your roster.
But at the same time, if he retires tomorrow, I don't think the conversation is going to be, oh, he's still a Hall of Famer. I think the conversation is going to be he has so much more of a career to live out and perform to. It was cut short. Basically, he's going to have the story that, man, if he would have kept playing, he would have did this or he would have did that. Like, and because of that, he's only going to have a certain ceiling that he's going to be able to go. You know what I mean?
Damn, you think so? You think that's what people say?
Yeah, that's always how it is when somebody. Just think about Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? When he got injured, everybody was saying, he had so much more to do. He could have got a couple more MVPs, could have got a championship, could have did this, could have did that. Anytime something happens to where something stifles you living out your full potential for a career, it happens, bro. It happens. But I love Jokic though. I love Jokic.
Speaking none of that on Jokic. I don't know what you talking about, boy. Jokic, who you think pass better than Jokic?
Say it again.
Let's pull up your list. Who you seen pass better than Jokic?
Let's see it.
Let's see. You gotta pull it up right here. So this is my list right here. I got Magic, got John Stockton, Jason Kidd, and LeBron. I didn't have an honorable mention, but you can throw Rondo in there. You can throw Steve Nash in there. All great passes. I had to give one assist. Yes, I had to give John Stockton love because he's over 3,000 assists more than the number 2 spot, which is Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is at 12,091. John Stockton is at 15,806. So that alone, you gotta tip your hat to him. You gotta tip your hat to him and say, hey, for you to be that far and beyond the number 2 spot, I can't do nothing but respect it. So you got to give John Stockton a nod there.
That's Karl Malone record, man.
Hey, Karl Malone had a lot of those assists for sure. For sure. A lot of plates for I was playing a lot of plates. Let's see. DJ Belfort said he's waiting on the Stockton CB3. CB3 is up there too. CB3 gets a lot of love from me. I know B don't like him that much, but I rock with CP though for sure.
We low key might just disrespecting him a little bit. Not at least an honorable mention.
He's in my honorable mention list. I still wouldn't put him on personally. I wouldn't put him on my Mount Rushmore for assists, but he can definitely go into my honorable mention for sure. Okay, so that's the Mount Rushmore for assist. I think we have scoring next. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sean this time.
Okay, my bad. All right. For scoring, this is my scoring. Mount Rushmore. Got 1, Bron, all-time leading scoring. 2, Kobe. Seeing him make some crazy shots. I've never seen that. 3, Melo, man. I know he ain't really had a career that these other people had, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Melo, he know how to score the ball in every way. So, I mean, and he always going to go get you 30, 40, 50, and definitely his prime. Scoring was never a problem. And then I got Mike at 4. Never really seen it. Well, I seen a lot of Mike, but not, while I was old enough to understand what was going on, but I know what's going on. And then honorable mention Kevin Durant. Like B said, every time he shoot, I think it's going in, man. Still, and he old now. I still think the same thing. So this my scoring. Rushmore.
I like that. I really respect the nod to Melo right there, man. Melo one of the toughest shot makers I ever seen. Probably right behind Kobe. Yeah, man. Melo was tough. Melo was a bucket. Personally, I think his best year scoring was in New York. I know a lot of people say that, him in Denver was a problem. He was, but just in terms of putting the ball in the bucket, man, when I seen him in New York, it was like, man, this dude he's kind of mesmerizing right now. But yeah, man, I like the respect to Melo. KD, yeah, KD's a Hall of Famer. I respect that list for sure.
What do you respect? It's my list, brother. You gonna respect it.
All right, let's see B scoring a list.
Man, my list pretty identical, man. Except for a little mix and match.
You good, Sean? Hey, man, froze.
He damn it did. But I can go off the top of the head though. So
yeah, go ahead.
My Mount Rushmore for scoring is Kobe, LeBron, Mike, and Kevin Durant. So it's basically identical to Sean's, but I just mix and match Melo with Kevin Durant because, man, bro, even though I ain't never forgave KD for going to the Warriors, man. But,
oh my gosh!
Like, man, don't mention him. He's just one of them niggas where like Sean said, every time I shoot it, every time he shoot it, I feel like it's going in. Like, man, whether it's the mid range, 3, he can score in many different ways. Like, man, so sufficient though. He could go get you 30 off 60% shooting. Like, he just super efficient. He don't take bad shots. He make tough shots. He gets to his spots. He raise up and shoot. He don't really care about what size the defender is in front of him. I gotta go KD, man. It's scary. And to be his height and be able to handle the ball and create his own shot whenever he want to, man, it was tough. I wanted to have Melo in there. It was tough, but I had to go with KD, man. I had to.
It's crazy. It's like it's like KD is one of those players where like a lot of his decision making is questionable and you don't like it, but and kind of the way he is, you can kind of see he's a bit sensitive, and if he wasn't if he wasn't a Hall of Fame basketball player, he would he would probably be socially awkward, you know what I'm saying, the whole nine. But it's like he's so good at basketball and he scores the ball at such a high rate and so effortlessly. Like you gotta respect it, even if you don't like it. It's just like you gotta tip your hat to him. Like he's just next level. So I like that for sure. So my four for my Mount Rushmore for scoring, I have LeBron, Kobe, MJ, and Dirk. All those guys are 30,000 plus with scoring. Dirk, I mean, another one of those guys, was an automatic bucket. Can do it in multiple ways. Can get you in the low post, high post. Had a 3-point ball. Mid range. He had a bit of a step. So if he got you with the pump fake and get you with the with the one dribble drive to the bucket, he had that as well. But yeah, man, when you think about, you would think that with somebody that had the main go-to with the turnaround, one leg post move, you would think that it'd be easier to kind of, or you would think it'd be easier to game plan and kind of figure out a way to stop that, since it's so, or at least it seems so simple. It seems like, all right, he only has one move, that'd be kind of easy to stop. No, this man is 7 foot, kind of shoots the ball, but behind his head, kind of a little bit like Larry Bird. So you're not gonna block it. You're never gonna really push him off his spot. He's a lot stronger than what people think he is. Pure finesse. I mean, pure just skill. You know what I mean? Just had a knack for putting the ball in the bucket. So, and obviously, you look, LeBron goes without saying, number one all time scorer. Kobe, Mike, all those guys were a problem. So that's my all time scoring list. So let's get our hands dirty a little bit. Let's go right into the perimeter defense. B, who you got?
Man, this was another tough list to make, man. But I'm gonna start from the toughest decision. The toughest decision to make was Gary Payton and Drew Holiday. So I kind of put a slash in between those two, because I really couldn't come up with a decision. But if I'm starting from the top, I got Kawhi, I got Mike, of course, I got Drew Holiday / Gary Payton, and I got Scottie Pippen. This was a tough list to make. Just considering Bruce Bowen, considering Tony Allen, on the load, considering Patrick Beverly a little bit on the load too, though. Like, it's so many people that you could plug into these spots who just Ron Artest. Like it was tough, but it took me a while. But my list: Kawhi, Mike. I got Drew Holiday / Gary Payton. I got Scottie Pippen. That's what I'm going with for perimeter defenders.
I like that. I appreciate you giving a nod to Drew. Drew was probably the toughest decision for me with that 4 spot. He's not on my list, but he's definitely in my list for honorable mention.
Yeah.
Because like you said, when you think about, because really I had 3 spots that I kind of had locked and sealed pretty confidently, but then when I got to that 4th spot, it's like I'm thinking about Tony Allen, I'm thinking about Ron Artest, I'm thinking about Drew Holiday. You know what I mean? You really can't overlook Drew Holiday. Like he's a problem. And what gives him even more respect and validation is the fact that the majority of the players in the league, when you do a survey and they say, okay, who's the best defender in the league, most of them say Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
he can play on my team any day of the week, and I will be totally fine with that. Drew Holiday, solid pick. The glove. Before Marcus Smart got his defensive player of the year, Gary Payton was the only other guard that had gotten it before him. So you got to, you got to respect Gary. A solid list, solid list. So my list for perimeter defense, I have Tony Allen, I have MJ, got Scotty, and I have Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
So, honestly, for me, Kawhi and Scotty is kind of in the same boat. You know what I mean? In terms of, they had their offensive players really in a straitjacket. I mean, you really can't do much on those guys. I mean, you have to be like next level offensively to be able to get your shot off, to be able to dribble. You know what I mean? Just to be able to function. Because both of those guys are an issue. Their arms stretch all the way down to the daggone ankles. It seemed like, you know what I mean. So you can't play with the ball too much. You got to be deliberate with your move. You can't do. You can't really do two moves back to back because they're going to get it. You can't, you got to have a different type of bag to be able to do something with those guys. Really with any of these guys, but those two guys specifically. MJ, defensive player. I think didn't he get defensive player of the year and MVP in the same year, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Going against bums. No, I'm just playing.
Problem. I think it was 89, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, problem. I mean, took on every challenge for him to take on the load that he did offensively. As being the number one guy there, and then turning around and taking on a challenge to guard the best player on the other end.
Yeah,
takes a different level of focus. Takes a different level of dog. But yeah, that's my list there. What you got, Sean? Who's your Mount Rushmore for?
I'm back now. My bad. Forgive me. I had a few internet troubles. Also, forgive me for spelling Kawhi name wrong. That's on me, everybody. Never was a spelling champion. That was just a mistake, though. But my list, I don't know. That's scoring. All right. My perimeter defense list, I actually got dude I misspelled at number one. Kawhi Leonard, man. I'm a big Bron fan. He didn't really clamp Bron, but he had Bron nerves, like thinking, out there. He actually beat Bron and was the Finals MVP over Bron for one of them years. So, I watched that. That was probably like peak basketball for me. So I get that to Kawhi. 2, Mike. Like you said, defensive player of the year. Usually guards don't even get that. He got multiple, right, Jay?
Multiple defensive player of the years. I'm sure I got to look that up. I think so, though.
But I know he got a bunch of all first team defense.
Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah,
sure. I'm tweaking. I'm over here. That's how you know niggas be capping. I'm just reading. That's B list. Even that. My bad, man. But yeah, Kawhi third on my list. But it ain't really no order though. I also got Mike. I got Ron Artest on my list. Went to get it with Kobe. One of my favorite players for sure. He was also a Buck, but anybody that Kobe glad that he on his team with him and not against him, he locking up. Yeah. Then I got Scotty for being the best player on the Bulls the whole run. That's probably the greatest run in NBA history. You're the best player on the team. Y'all had some of the best defense, 72-10, So he got to be on there. And honorable mention, man, first team, Tony Allen, Westside. Ain't even got to be explained right now.
Hey, chill out, Mike. They say you can't guard a parked car. Chill.
Bro.
Hey, my nigga Mike say Mike Charles should be up there. Hell nah.
All-time Catholic League defense, Mike Charles.
Hell nah.
He ain't no all-time Catholic League nothing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mike was clapping up. Okay.
Nah, for sure. I don't know about that Robert A. Black though. But I don't know about that back then. But
That's my list though. What you think, Jay?
For sure.
I like that list. I appreciate the respect that you gave to Ron Artest. For mine, I had Tony Allen was in place of Ron Artest for me. Otherwise, our list was the same. But yeah, I love Ron Artest. I think his favorite, my favorite version of Ron was with the Lakers, obviously, because he helped Kobe get number 5. But yeah, solid list. I like that. I like that list for sure. So last but not least, we got your Mount Rushmore for shot blockers. What you got, B?
Yeah, easy call, man. I got Hakeem, man, lead the league all time in blocks. I got LeBron. Really, LeBron could be on all these for real. But I'm gonna go Bron just because I ain't never seen so many chase down blocks by a player probably ever. I got Mutombo too because I feel like that was his whole defense was his whole game, to be honest. And then Tim Duncan, I think because Tim Duncan top 10 in blocks too. So that's my Mount Rushmore.
I ain't mad at that. Bron definitely King got a chase down block for sure. Tumbo, King, Tim. That's a solid list, man.
I like that. I like that list. What you got, Sean?
All right, my list is damn, is that the same? Just
the
same, bro.
Okay. Honorable mention D Wade, most blocks.
I like that.
I like that.
Most blocks by guard. Shout out Malik Adams.
For sure.
All right, go ahead to mine. I'm gonna go ahead and put. I got you, Mike. I had to throw the White on there. The White don't get the respect that he deserves. I had to show him some love.
You don't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We already went through LeBron, Hakeem, Tim Duncan. Man, look, I think Dwight was the first player that I seen that whole teams had to switch up their entire offense to play around this dude. I mean, he literally was patrolling the paint better than really I've seen. Him, AD probably had that same type of effect to where you can't really bring anything really around the rim. You know what I mean? If you're not shooting jump shots, anything around the rim he's sending his 17 rows back. I mean, just his athleticism to get to those, to get to those shots was next level. Almost led his team to a championship, but he ran up against the Black Mamba, so easy call there. But yeah, man, that's my 4. You got Bron, you got Hakeem, you got Dwight, and you got Tim Duncan. So that's my Mount Rushmore for shot blockers.
I'm not mad at that. Dwight don't get a lot of love, so.
Gee, somebody in the chat say Taco Fall. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Yeah, man.
Shot blocking them foreigners don't count, man.
Yeah, Taco Fall.
Nah, not Big Talk. He got to get some more burn first.
His ass don't get no burn.
He's still working.
He putting that work in.
Yeah. All right, but next up, we got just something a little more lighter. Jaylen Brown played in the Big 3 All-Star game. I think B, you said he had 9 points.
Yeah, and he had like 9 points though. Something like though. I don't really remember how the structure of the Big 3 is, or like with the time limit. I know they got a 4-point shot and all that, but I'm not sure how the structure of the Big 3 is. But I do feel like it was man, with the NBA not showing no love to the Big 3, yeah. I feel like this was a big move for Ice Cube. But I feel like as far as Jaylen Brown, it don't make or break him or add no extra achievements on his belt. But I just feel like he was just looking out for Ice Cube because the NBA don't show no love. And I guess, I mean, probably Jaylen Brown probably don't care. He got 300 M's on the way, man. He ain't tripping. He could do whatever. So yeah. I feel like it's a good look for the Big 3 though. Like shit, shout out to them,
Yeah, this is basically just a real nigga move right here from
Yeah,
Jaylen
just
Brown.
supporting another black man, for sure. Shout out to them for that.
Ice Cube already showing love to some of the older guys that still want to play. So
Yeah,
I feel that now. It's bogus that the NBA don't really team up with them. Like that's kind of lame. But shout out Ice Cube, man.
I feel like it would make sense for the NBA to team up with them for the players on the way out and the older players who retired.
Exactly.
I feel like that'll make for some extra expansion for the NBA. To be honest.
Yeah, but people be selfish with that big money, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, no, Jay, what up, man? You a little quiet on this. You don't care? You don't care about Ice Cube?
I mean, hey, I was just wanting you to tag. I was wanting you to tag me in.
Right, for you ain't ever seen Friday, Nick? Nah, I quit.
Check this out. So, from Ice Cube's perspective, I get it. I understand it. You got one of the best NBA players wanting to come on your league and help it out with playing. You know what I mean? It could bring you to different levels. I get it. I understand. If I was Ice Cube, I would do the same thing. Jaylen Brown is trying to look out for somebody. I'm not sure if they're friends or not, or whatever the case may be. But he's obviously looking out for Ice Cube in this aspect, trying to help him out. But in terms of just what the big three is, it doesn't make much sense to me, and it kind of seems like the integrity of the big three is kind of on its head right now. And the reason that I say that is because the initial format and guidelines for the big three was for retired NBA players. And, recently in the last year or so, they've completely shifted its format, right? So you got Jaylen Brown coming on and playing. It's a couple players on there that has never played in the NBA. It was an age limit or not an age limit, but you had to be it was an age minimum. So you couldn't be younger than, I'm not sure what the age is, 30, 35, whatever it was. But I think they've negated that. They're making the ages younger and younger for the players to come in and play, which puts everybody else at a disadvantage, because if you got 45, 50-year-olds in the league and you're making it younger and younger to where they have to chase 20-somethings or 30-somethings around the court, it's like, well, okay, this isn't what this league was supposed to be initially. So honestly, I think Ice Cube and his business partners and whoever he's working with needs to get together and just figure out what they want the big three to really be. Is it going to be for NBA retired players? Are they going to have an age limit?
How they going to let me play when I get 30? Can I come play in the big three?
Exactly. Like, if y'all just open the door for anybody, what's the, you know what I mean? Like, what's the guidelines there? So honestly, I think that the league is a bit, I won't say in shambles, but it's a bit chaotic right now. Just because the door is getting wider and wider for not just anybody to play, but people who may have not have been in the NBA and things like that. And so I'm not necessarily optimistic about where the big three is going, because I like the idea initially and I like where it was going at first, but now it just seems like it's getting a bit watered down.
Yeah, I feel like this is I feel like they only did this because it's the All-Star game, though, because they had like Gilly in the All-Star game and Elite Chopper. I feel like they were just doing anything to bring viewership for the All-Star game. But you're right, they did change the rules. They started bringing in young people and whoever. They got YouTube. I mean, they got YouTube hoopers in there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, man, I can go on YouTube to see these guys. Like, when when I watch the big three, I want to see, I want to get nostalgic and go see, if Gil suit up. I want to go see Gil play, or if Nick Young playing, I want to see him, get out there and figure out, what I mean? I want to see, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf go out there 50 years old, still giving people buckets. Like, I want to see that. Yeah. I may not want to see a YouTuber drill the ball between somebody's legs and do this and do that. Like, I don't want to, I can go to YouTube and pull up a clip for all that. You know what I mean? As the big three, I think that they should protect the integrity of their league and not let it be just any other league. You know what I mean? So, what's up, sis? What's up, sis? You got sis on here, B.
Yeah, I see. I literally just sent her the link too. Yep. My dog, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate all that. But no shout out to the NBA for not helping them, man. I'm on that with the NBA.
Yeah, all that.
They lame.
Yeah, they bogus. They
But
bogus.
moving right along, man. This segment right here gonna have a lot of substance to it too, man. Football season. My brother B been waiting for week 1 6 weeks ago, man. He been a lot of people waiting, but the season is finally right around the corner. Teams have played their last preseason game. We've seen the whole preseason, seen training camp. A little side note, Hard Knocks has been amazing.
It really
Hope one day I can make a show as good as that, man. That's been a great show. But we're gonna do some predictions today for we already did our division winners. So now we're gonna take it to the playoff bracket and we're gonna say who coming out of each conference. So we're gonna say the conference championship game and who will win it. And then we're gonna do the Super Bowl game and who will win that. So I'm actually gonna start off first. So for the conference championship games in the AFC, I feel like it's going to be Chiefs and Bengals again. And I feel like the Chiefs are going to beat the Bengals again. And they're going to go to another Super Bowl. And that's going to really, some people still try to hate on Pat. And Joe Burrow, my favorite quarterback, but he's not better than Pat yet. So I think Pat get him one more time this year, kind of even out their record a little bit. I do think the Bengals will beat the Chiefs in the regular season. They play I think week 14 or something, late in the season they play, so that'll be a great game. But I do think the Chiefs go. And then on the other side, I think it's going to be Cowboys and 49ers in the NFC Championship. I feel like one of those teams are going to upset the Eagles in the playoffs. And, one of those old-fashioned upset games. And I feel like the Cowboys going to finally pull it out this year. And I'm not a Cowboy. I really hate the Cowboys. But
what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Man, they won 12 games last year.
Sean, you got to stop this, bro.
They can't do nothing right, bro. They can't do nothing right.
They won 12 games, and Dak was injured most of the year. Think about that.
You got to stop this.
Think about how good the team is for your quarterback to be hurt and you still win 12 games. And your quarterback led the league in picks. And you still won 12 games, bro.
I feel you. I feel what you're saying, bro. I feel you, but
think about that point. I just feel like so many people hate on the Cowboys, including myself, that it's gonna work for them this year. But I feel like the Chiefs go ahead and repeat. That's one of the toughest things to do in the NFL, but Pat Mahomes, one of the toughest players I've ever seen. I got Chiefs, Cowboys, Super Bowl, man. That's kind of a hot take, I ain't gonna lie. So what y'all think about that before y'all go ahead? Well, I see B don't really like it. Y'all both told me to shut up, actually. So maybe I'm just tweaking.
Cowboys ain't doing nothing, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
I mean, it wasn't nothing because they won 12 games the last 2 years. That's something.
Cowboys have a ceiling. They always implode on themselves, and it's nothing gonna change, bro. You know what I mean?
Look, man, I got.
Who you got, B?
I got Jets Eagles Super Bowl.
Okay.
Jets Eagles
Super Bowl. I got Jets Eagles Super Bowl.
Okay.
Now for the AFC Championship game,
Who you thinking on that?
I got Jets. I got Jets versus the Ravens for the AFC Championship game.
Wow.
Nah.
So who you think? Which one of them gonna beat the Chiefs? The Ravens? You think the Ravens?
The Ravens gonna beat the Chiefs, and it's gonna be it's gonna be Ava. It's gonna be the greatest. It's gonna be the greatest playoff game we ever seen.
Okay.
And then for the NFC Championship, I got shit. I got Eagles versus. I don't even know. I think I got Eagles versus Vikings for real.
Oh, get out of here!
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got Eagles versus Vikings.
Well, no.
Eagles versus Vikings or Eagles versus the 49ers.
I like the 49ers.
But I want to say the Vikings though, just cause.
I know you like Jettas a lot.
I do.
Even if they lined up Jesus Christ on the other side of Jettas, they still wouldn't win, brother. I'm telling you, man.
You never know now. All right, man.
Okay. All right, Jay.
But I wouldn't be mad at an Eagles 49ers though, but I really do like the Vikings for real.
Yeah. I like Kirk Cousins.
I'll probably say Eagles 49ers though, for sure.
Okay. I like when Kirk Cousins put all the chains on and turn up. That'd be dope. JJ, what you got, man?
Yeah, man. So for the NFC, I got the 49ers and the Eagles. And I got the 49ers pulling that victory off to get to the Super Bowl. And then in the AFC, I got the Chiefs and the Bengals. And I got the Chiefs, coming out of there going to the Super Bowl. And then I got the Chiefs winning it all. But I was torn though, like with a couple teams, like in the AFC, like I was thinking about the Jets. I was thinking about the Ravens. What they could potentially do. The Bills ran across my mind. I was thinking about them as well. In the NFC, obviously, the Eagles 49ers. I was thinking about my Bears. It's like I can't just up and just overlook my Bears like that. But it's like I gotta be
baby steps, man. Baby steps.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of potential. I'm thinking about the Vikings also. It's a lot of potential. I'm thinking about the Dolphins as well. You can't forget about the Dolphins. It's a lot of potential. I think this season is really up for grabs. Besides the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs is a pretty. You can almost snap it.
That's a safe bet. That's a safe bet. The Chiefs are always a safe bet.
Yeah. Honestly, everything else is kind of up in the air for me. So, but yeah. So,
hey, look. Hey, Sean, let me see what y'all think about this though. I was talking to one of my brothers, Malik Epps, the other day. Right, he told me, he said the Jets got so much hype coming into this season, and then they even got a Hard Knocks. Ain't no way they gonna be good. That's what he told me. He told me it's so much hype that ain't no way they gonna be good. What y'all think about that? You think it's too much hype, too much media coverage?
I feel like their season can either be a great success and they make it to the Super Bowl, or it can either be a disaster and they miss the playoffs. Now, I don't think they're gonna be weak, but if they miss the playoffs, that'll be a disaster. And there has been a lot of hype around them. But I feel like they got the right attitude about it. Like they not like talking shit.
They got a lot of people. They ain't on there talking like they already won. Type shit. For sure.
But I like that point he made. That's definitely on the board for them this year. So they're gonna have to lock in.
For sure. I know that was a random question, but I just wanted to see what y'all thought about that for sure.
Nah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you got too much outside noise, it may skew your focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I was a coach, depending upon, kind of how my roster was set up. And if I was a coach and I really felt like we legit had a chance to win a Super Bowl, I may tell those cameras, no, like not this season, like maybe come back in a season or two and we can double back and figure out something. But this season, we need to stay focused because I really feel like my team can win it. I wouldn't want all those cameras, in there 24/7 because, like I said, some people can't handle that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of players can't handle that extra attention. You know what I mean? And their mind wouldn't be, about what's on the field. And so, yeah, it would really just be dependent upon kind of what I have in my roster and if I really feel like we can win as a team. So
for sure,
we'll see.
We're gonna see, man. We almost there, man. We almost there.
All right, so I can get this straight. I got Chiefs, Cowboys, Chiefs winning. JJ, you got Chiefs and Eagles again.
49ers.
Oh, Chiefs and 49ers. Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
And Brandon, you have Jets.
I got Jets in San Francisco. Jets
winning. All right. So we're gonna lock that in. We're gonna go through the year and we're gonna see who the most accurate. Let's lock all that in. This next segment is gonna round things up for us. Another terrible Bleacher Report list, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
not terrible. I wouldn't say terrible. But you can use some adjustments though.
It was pretty bad. We're not gonna do that. It was pretty bad.
All right, we're gonna pull up the list here so we can let the viewers see what's going on. So this is the top 15 guards for next season. The Bleacher Report has Luka, Steph, Devin, Shea, Dame, and then we got Bradley Beal, Tyrese, Trey, Kyrie, James, Ja, Donovan, De'Aaron, Jamal. So y'all thoughts on this list, and I want y'all to reorder this list for me if y'all have any problems. B, go ahead first on this.
Man. So it ain't too many problems, but it's a couple people I would swap out. Like, for starters, I would take Brad Beal off the list and add Jalen Brunson. But if I want to put this in order, I definitely will go Luka first. Definitely will go Steph second. I will go Dame third. I will go Shea fourth. I will go Devin Booker fifth. And then I will go Jamal Murray sixth. And I'll keep the rest of the list the same after that. I'll keep the rest of the list the same as that. I feel like they not respecting Jamal Murray enough as a champion. He got to get a little higher. That's my little brother, Daniel G, my brother in this motherfucker. Okay, but yeah, I'll keep that list.
Man, Brandon, forget all that. What are you talking about, bro?
Man, you tweaking, gang. What's wrong about my list? You gotta tell me what's wrong.
What are you talking about, man?
Who wrong about this? Tell me who wrong.
What are you talking about, man? Steph Curry is the best guard in the NBA. Can we stop this, man? What
bro? We went through this before. I
love Luka.
No, you don't. You love Steph. It's okay, bro.
Luka is one of the best young talents in the NBA, clear by far. Steph Curry is the best guard in the NBA. What are we talking about, bro?
Is he better than
Luka? It's not even close, bro.
I don't think he's better than Luka, bro.
What are we talking about?
I don't think he's better than Luka. Steph is the best shooter of all time.
B, what is this?
Man, bro. Look at this. Man, bro. Look at this.
What is this?
Luka ain't got the team for that shit, man.
Like, what are we talking about? It's not even. Not even close.
Steph Curry the best shooter in the league, bro. He's not
going into next season.
It's not even close.
Y'all not close.
You tweaking, bro.
Steph way better than Luka.
Here's my list.
Oh Lord.
You got
y'all put in the comments what y'all.
You have Steph. Right. You have Steph at number one.
Comment in this live, man.
You have Steph at number one. I'm speaking. You have Steph at number one. Dame at number two. Luka at number three. Kyrie at number four. Just the fact that Bleacher Report. The fact that Bleacher Report will have Kyrie at number 12 is blasphemous.
How was you putting Kyrie over Jamal Murray? Jamal Murray is the champion.
Kyrie Irving is
Kyrie
Irving is one of the best guards in the NBA. What are we talking about?
What you gonna say? Because it's skill.
Stop letting the media. Stop letting the media dictate y'all's opinions.
I watch
bro.
basketball every
Stop
day.
that,
When we in season, I watch basketball.
Kyrie Irving is one of the best guards in the NBA. We're not gonna do this.
You got him over Shea?
Steph number 1, Dame number 2, Luka number 3, Kyrie number 4, Booker number 5. I got Jai number 6. He's way too low on Bleacher Report's list. I have him at number 6, SGA at number 7, Ant-Man at number 8, Jamal Murray is at number 9, Donovan Mitchell Donovan Mitchell was at number 10.
Oh my God.
Trae Young is at 11, Fox at 12, Tyrese at 13, James Harden at 14, and then I would put I would have Brunson on this. Just like you said, I would have Brunson on this list before I have Beal. And I made
Anthony Edwards over the champion.
Check this out. Listen, check this out. If I threw Brunson on there, I would put him at number 12, and I would move James to number 15. So then it'd be Brunson, Fox, Tyrese, and then James at number 15. But yeah, bro. Yeah, y'all tripping.
SGA just averaged 30.
I love Luka, but y'all give him way too much credit over certain players, bro. At best, he's number 3 at best he's number 3 guard in the world, and that's not an insult.
Firstly, I'm gonna say Luka definitely the best guard in the league.
Y'all crazy,
I do agree with
y'all crazy, bro.
With my homie Jaw with SGA.
D, ain't you the main one that they be talking about us not giving Dame no credit, and you put Dame up there though. You put you had Luka number 1, didn't you?
Yes, Luka, Steph, Dame. That's what I had.
Yeah, and you got him at number 3, and you give us
Luka do everything. Luka is elite at 3. Man.
Don't bring up Dame, and then you got him at number 3. Stop this.
How? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's a good space.
Hell, that's a good.
Steph and Dame has been the 2 best guards in the league for the last couple years. We need to stop this.
You acting like you disrespecting Luka for real. This is
I love Luka. I love Luka.
You disrespecting Luka.
I love Luka, but I understand basketball.
Yeah, man. I don't know, JJ. Yeah. I don't like Ja being over SGA right now after the season. SGA.
I don't like Ja at 10 either. He could be up some more, but it don't really matter.
But even if you switch on my list, even if you put SGA over Ja, I mean that's cool. Like I'm not, I ain't really gotta fight you on that. Even if he's at 6 and Ja's at 7, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it.
Hold on, my boy Miguel tapping in.
You talking Miguel from D?
Yeah, boy.
Miguel, what's up, dude?
My brother. Well, man.
Nigga got all the niggas averaging 30. Nigga, SGA just averaged 30 last year.
Yeah.
30.
I love it. I rock with SGA.
One thing I would do with this list is move Trae Young up a few spots. I'm not sure who would I put him over, but I feel like he's just as good as, if not better than Jamal, De'Aaron, and Donovan. Like, so I think he should be top 10 somewhere. I mean,
you think Trae should be top 10?
Yeah, he been almost leading the league in assists since he came in the league, and he gonna give you 25 a game. So I don't know, man. I feel like he's one of the most underrated players in the NBA.
De'Aaron Fox better than Kyrie Irving?
No, but he played better than him last year. Did he? He's not better, but he played better than last year, and he plays better defense than Kyrie Irving.
Gracious, and I love what Fox got going down there in Sac. I think they're gonna.
You see nothing that happened this year. He led the league in clutch points and game winners. Kyrie led the league in fourth quarter points, so they kind of,
And I think De'Aaron Fox made the All NBA team too.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe third team or something. Maybe second team. Something like that.
But Kyrie ain't on that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
Kyrie up there with him though, but I would have De'Aaron a little bit over him going into next season. Now we talking all time.
Kyrie barely even played this season.
Trae, D. Mitch for sure, man. Yeah, man. I'm rocking with Trae Young over Donovan Mitchell. I'm putting Trae Young right right under Anthony Edwards. 7.
Do you got Anthony Edwards over Jamal Murray like JJ do?
Not right now. I would switch Jamal and Anthony Edwards and then put Trey under Jamal right now. I ain't gonna lie, I like what Jamal just did. He really impressed me.
But look though. But B, I think
we can low key put James Harden at 15 for real.
Yes, that's another thing.
Yeah, he had my number 15. He had my number 15. But look, bro. So B, here's the difference. The difference between Ant-Man and Jamal Murray. Ant-Man is on the cusp of being bona fide superstar, potential face of the NBA. Jamal Murray isn't a superstar. He's just a star to me. Like he's not even remotely. He's not even in the conversation of being a potential face of the league. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you got to give Ant-Man a nod over Jamal Murray, even with him just winning the ring. You know what I'm saying? And he was a solid number 2 option, obviously on the championship team. That's not nothing to sneeze at, but just in terms of the totality of and the trajectory of where Ant-Man's career is going, you got to put Ant-Man over Jamal Murray to me.
But we talking about basketball, not likability.
No, that we talking about that goes.
You saying he's working to working towards being a potential face of the league. That's cool, but yeah, but we acting like Jamal Murray wasn't just going to get 50.
No, but he's the potential face of the league based on his play. Forget all the other stuff. If he wasn't cold at basketball, nobody would be. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
We're talking about Anthony Edwards versus Jamal Murray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't necessarily mad at that, but I think I got Jamal at being a better hooper than Anthony Edwards right now. Just me personally.
All around at the moment, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree.
Okay, you can't never. That's the one thing about the range. You can't really argue with it.
Man, then it's how he got him too, though, bro. Jamal a real bucket, man.
No, he is.
Yeah, he a real bucket.
Okay. Next, we got the Bleacher Report's top 15 bigs for next season. So, of course, at the top of the list, you got Jokic. At the bottom, you got a few Randall, Aiden, Green. They might could have got left off of that. In the middle, you got Williamson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Sabonis, Siakam. Got Karl-Anthony Towns in the top 5.
Where he supposed to be, exactly. Exactly where he supposed to be.
Tell me about the best bigs in the NBA, man. Reorder this for me. Or what you think about it first, and then
listen. Bleacher Report, ESPN, and all them bunched in together. They never get these lists right ever. I'm not surprised. It always makes me upset. I gotta stop falling into the trap.
They need you up there, huh? They need you up there, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The first 4 they got right. Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, AD. Even though AD picks and chooses when he wants to show up to work, but you got to put him in there, number 4. My number 5, I moved Sabonis up to number 5 for me. Yeah, you funny. Yeah, Draymond, yeah, he's funny. I moved Sabonis to number 5. Number 6, you got to put Zion there.
Wait. You moved Sabonis from 10 to 5.
Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead.
Absolutely. You got Zion for me, you got Zion at number 6. Siakam, I pushed him down a little bit to number 7. I got JJJ at number 8. I have Bam at number 9. I got Cat at number 10. Porzingis at 11. Evan Mobley at 12. Aiden at 13. Draymond at 14. And then Julius at 15. I really don't like Julius Randle's game. And the reason I say that is because it's like he has so much talent as a basketball player, but the way that he plays and the way that he picks his spots is such a hindrance to his team and to the direction that they're going. For example, you will see Jalen Brunson run off 8 to 10 straight points. Julius Randle will come down the next 2 possessions and jack up 2 stupid step back threes that messes up the whole trajectory of the team's momentum is gone. You know, the fans are yelling at you to stop shooting. You got the fans booing. The coach got to call a timeout. It's like, bro, why don't you understand the flow and rhythm of the game? Like his IQ is terrible. Like his talent is there, but talent without IQ, without understanding the rhythm and flow of the game, it doesn't mesh. And for that team in New York to go to the next level, they gotta get rid of Julius, whatever that may look like. Like you got to get a better piece in there that'll foster Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is the guy. Julius Randle is not the guy. Like it's Jalen Brunson's team. You have to ride his coattails and follow him into the promised land. Like however far he can take that team. So he's at 15 for me. I did some reordering there, but yeah, that's my list for the top 15 bigs in the league. So.
I don't think I'm too mad at that list. Where did you move? I'm gonna just be a little messy. Where did you move Karl-Anthony Towns to?
Karl-Anthony Towns had to drop 5 spaces for me and go to number 10.
B, go ahead and take it away, man. I'm gonna leave that to you.
I ain't gonna look, man. I'm gonna tell you. I'll restructure this list, but I'm just gonna go in order. And I added somebody, so I got, of course, Jokic number 1. I got Giannis number 2. I got Joel number 3. I got AD still at number 4 for when he's healthy. I got Cat at number 5 still. I moved Sabonis to number 6. I moved Zion to number 7, and I moved Pascal to number 8. Then I got Jaren at 9 still. I got Larry Markkinen at 10.
Ah, great pickup.
I got Larry Markkinen at 10.
Great pickup.
Then I got Evan Mobley. Then I got Porzingis. And, man, this way it get tricky because Draymond and DeAndre Ayton, I don't fuck with them at all. And Bam. You see I took Bam all the way off. I don't fuck with him neither.
What the hell are these guys doing?
I don't even know why Draymond is on here. For real. I don't know.
Low-key, Laurie Markkinen changes the game.
For real. And
because for me, honestly, for my list, honestly, Laurie Markkinen probably for me is gonna go to number 9. It's gonna go to number 9 and probably push everybody else down.
Oh God!
So you can take Draymond off, push everybody down. For me, have Laurie Markkinen go to number 9, and then it'll go Cat, Porzingis, Evan, DeAndre Ayton, and Julius Randle.
Man, if I have to, I'll take Draymond and DeAndre Ayton off and I'll put Vucevic on here before I put them on here. I ain't even gonna
easy call.
You will not. No, you will
not. Hey, Sean said, no, you will not.
Easy call. You definitely gotta put Vuce. Easy call. Yeah, for sure.
We're not going to talk about Vucevic. We saying the top bigs for next season. Vucevic shouldn't come out nobody's mouth, man.
Bro, Draymond Green is like 36 years old. What are we talking about?
I don't even like Draymond. I'm taking him over Vucevic any day.
Bro, Aiden and Draymond Green probably has the lowest upside in the league, and that's not even no disrespect.
I'm taking Aiden over Vooch. I'm taking Aiden over.
No, not even, and wouldn't even think twice about it. What are you talking about?
Vooch gonna be the reason we missed the playoffs this year. No defense,
man, bro. You ain't even a Bulls. You ain't even a Bulls fan. Stop this.
I do like the Bulls, bro. I like the Bulls.
You a Nuggets fan, bro. Stop arguing.
I am a Nuggets fan, but I like.
Yeah, you don't like when I pull out the receipts, do you?
I mean, Vooch is better than Draymond skill wise, but I mean, I want the defense, bro. Vooch, it get bucked on every game, man. No heart.
I wonder why they ain't have well, I guess KD not really big, but I wonder why but he'll play the 4. I wonder why they ain't had KD on here because KD is like 6'11".
Yeah, I guess they might do a forward list. When they drop that, we can rearrange the forward list for sure. Let's see. Any major changes I would, I really don't like. I agree with y'all on the Aiden and Green. I could do without them. Laurie Marketing, as Miguel said, he said he rocking with Laurie for sure.
I had to add him on my shit. I had to.
He rocking with Laurie. I'm rocking with Laurie.
I'm leaving Julius on my list too. I rock with Julius Randle.
I'm leaving Julius on that too. JJ a little too hard on him because he's still a very productive player. I'm definitely bumping Sabonis up to the top 5.
Yeah,
I like where Siakam at. I'm putting Zion over Bam.
Man, I hope he come back healthy this year, bro. Like he's so talented. Like,
yeah, I'm not mad at I'm not mad at Bam and Jaren Jackson being interchangeable.
Man, I would literally put Brook Lopez on this list over Draymond and DeAndre Ayton. It's just certain niggas. It's certain niggas I'll add on here over niggas, bro. It's just I'll put Miles Turner on this bitch over DeAndre Ayton, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie, BB, you kind of burning it down right now, bro. You these are some solid picks. I agree with all. I agree with all of them. He said Laurie, Vooch, Brooke, and Miles Turner. I would take all of them.
That Miles Turner, that's a good one. Miles Turner definitely good.
I'm telling you, shit. It's a couple more you can put on there.
Who else?
Shit.
That was it.
Shit, Jared Allen, shit.
I like Jared Allen.
Too far.
I ain't said too far.
That's not too far. That's
Jared Allen.
If Evan Mobley can go on that, Jared Allen can go on that too.
Jalen Duren. Shit. I'm telling you, bro. These is niggas who. All right, man. Don't pay me no mind, bro. Don't pay me.
Hold on.
I left off.
Valanciunas. I like Valanciunas. I ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good discussion right here. Like that's a great pick. I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I'm not mad at Valanciunas.
I wouldn't put Valanciunas on this list though.
I mean, he's better than DeAndre Ayton.
I'm saying when you think about all them pickups that Beaches had, I wouldn't. I couldn't put him on over those guys.
I left off the dude that JJ hate though. I left him off, but
Rudy, I pray to Rudy.
There's no need to even mention dude. He don't belong in the vicinity of this.
We gotta go top 30 to get the Rudy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that.
He don't belong in the vicinity.
Jake said we capping. I don't think he liked the Valanciunas pick. He said that. All right, I'm not mad at that. I'm very happy to see my boy Jokic at the top of the list, man. People been hating on him for too long. I like that it's undisputed too. Shout out to Big Jokic.
That's the best player in the world right there.
That's one thing we can't agree on, JJ. We don't agree on much, but we can agree on that.
Hey.
All right, there was some good segments for the day, man. We're gonna end off with a little Missed the Cut. We're gonna go through some of the viewers' comments. And if anybody got some questions, y'all got a little topic y'all want to throw out there in the comments these last few minutes, y'all can go ahead and do that. Now, I did want to, JJ, want you to talk about what you was telling us in pre-production with the USA versus World. I think we could take a few minutes to go ahead and touch on that. So, what were you saying? Go ahead.
So basically, I just kind of posed the idea. I know it's been a lot of hoopla around, USA and people winning NBA championship and potentially, going overseas and going against the champions from overseas and blah blah and who will win and stuff like that. So I was thinking, if the best world team versus the best USA team win against each other, who will win, let's say in a 7-game series, right? So for the world team, you got Luka. Technically, you got Kyrie because he was born in Australia. You got Jokic, Embiid, and you got Giannis, right? So you got that 5 versus the USA 5, you got Steph, you got Book, LeBron, KD, and Anthony Davis. If you want to throw in Paul George for Book, depending on how you feel, cool. So yeah, just that 5-on-5. Let's say a 7-game series. How you guys think that's turning out?
That's tough, man.
I don't know.
5-on-5 pickup game. And I want to say the world, but when you look at it, I don't know if it's some basketball players out there that's going to beat Bron, Steph, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Anthony Davis. Just Bron, Steph, and Kevin Durant on the same team
that's tough.
That's kind of crazy. But you look at Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, and Luka.
That's tough.
Then you go to the bench. You go to the bench, you got Shea, Jamal Murray. You know, you still got some guys on the bench.
Jay said he got the world winning. How many games, Jay? You got to go in 7? Or you think they're going to end it before 7? Yeah, it's honestly on both sides. It's tough.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
You know what I mean?
It is tough.
It's
man.
tough.
Man, I might have to. If we doing the real games, like Jay just said, we putting the bench in. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, because I'm just thinking overall, like the USA probably has more depth than the world when you think about going down the stretch and if you're doing subs. Because I'm thinking off the top of my head, you got Jason Tatum coming off the bench, Paul George coming off the bench. Trying to think of some potential like centers and big man and stuff. And then for the world, you got SGA coming off the bench. That's solid. Jamal Murray coming off the bench. So overall, it will be a great series.
And who y'all say y'all was counting Kyrie for again? Since he was born somewhere else. Who
technically, he's with the world because he was born in Australia, and technically, Cat is with the world too.
Right. And USA don't really like Kyrie like that, so he probably don't want to play with him.
We also got Ant-Man coming off the bench. We got Ja coming off the bench.
Trying to think of some. That's tough though. I don't think I can make a decision. That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they should do that one day. I guess they've been thinking about making that the All-Star game. Kinda. I mean, but
I think they should do it maybe like once every 5 years or something. You know what I mean? Like, don't do it every year because I think it'll get kind of watered down. But like, do it maybe like once every 5 years or so. You know, make it like an event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the winner, you know, they can figure out a certain prize or something, whatever that may be.
Okay, I ain't mad at that, man.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Team USA versus the world. B, you got anything that missed the cut today?
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I got none. No, I don't think I got none today.
Well, we get a break from NFL this week. No preseason games gonna be on. Week 1, man. We got a couple week 1 matchups, man. We got. I'm curious to what you think is gonna happen with the Jets and the Bills week 1.
That's a tough week 1. The Jets really got the toughest schedule in the league to me.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Jets week 1, man. I say like, man, I go 21-7 Jets. That's my prediction for that game. 21-7.
21-7 Jets.
21-7.
You crazy. You said
21-7.
Lock them boys up.
You said what?
You said they finna lock them boys up. That's crazy. But the Jets defense is hungry though.
I'm telling you.
They're young and getting better. So
no, I'm definitely taking the Jets for sure.
Yeah. I'm hating on the Bills this year anyway, so I like that pick.
The Jets got the toughest schedule in the league, bro. It's really sad how tough their schedule is. It's like they damn near don't want them to be good.
Yeah.
How you got Buffalo? You got Buffalo week 1, then you can turn around week 2. Got Dallas. I don't know, man.
That's tough. That's a lot of defense to play.
Oh God! Then you got the Patriots, then Kansas City, then Denver, then Philly. That something ain't right, bro.
That's tough.
Who made this schedule for them? This ain't right, bro.
That's why they on Hard Knock. They had to give them some get back.
Yeah, real,
that schedule.
That's damn near. I don't want to be on this bring up that shit talking about motherfuckers cheating and shit. But I'm just gonna say that's crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's tough for sure.
They set up to lose for sure, but they still gonna win. It is what it is.
All right, cool, man. That's a good show. Can't wait for First Take to come out, man.
Yeah.
I was rocking with the Skip a little bit.
When isn't it next week? He coming on there September 4th, I think.
Yeah.
That's Monday. That's Memorial Day. I mean Labor Day, whichever one of my holiday, I think. Something like that.
Could be. I don't know.
But
yeah. Okay.
All right, man. I think that's pretty much it.
Man, shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man.
Yeah, y'all was praise the Lord. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we're gonna record again on Sunday. So make sure if y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to talk about, just throw it in the chat. We can touch on it at the end and miss the cut time. I think that's about it. Angel Reese can't go to class no more. She doing online school because she too famous at LSU.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Angel Reese.
Angel Reese checking that bag. Y'all leave her alone, man. Let her get her education, bro. Leave her alone, bro.
Man.
Hold on. We got one question. Let's see. What player from Team USA gonna have the best upcoming NBA season? Now, we was talking about that last week. We were saying Ant-Man can take over the league, but the best season upcoming, either one of y'all got to take on that?
So I got Ant-Man for sure, but I think Austin Reeves gonna average more than 15 this year. I think he can average 20. Honestly, I think he can average 20.
Yeah. You always
Brian really gotta let AD and somebody else, man, initiate that offense, man. Brian can't keep being the one to do all the work, man.
That's true.
Yeah, I definitely got Ant-Man having the best season, but Austin is definitely a strong second. Same thing that you said, B. I think he's gonna average at least 20 points. And honestly, I think that Austin Reeves is LeBron's breath of fresh air. Being able to kind of take some of the pressure off of him, knowing that he don't have to initiate. It's like, he don't have to initiate everything, in the offense, bro. Like D-Lo is kind of hit or miss because he's too inconsistent. Austin Reeves was really the only consistent factor outside of LeBron and probably Rui that was really delivering the goods consistently throughout from when he got traded, through the playoffs. And so, and I was also surprised that they brought D-Lo back. I thought they were going to deal him somewhere, but that's cool. We're rocking with it. I still view him as one of the favorite. So we got Chevy in the chat. I still view him as one of the
TDJ, so bro, we rock with TDJ too, for sure.
Thank you,
I still view him as one of the better facilitators in the league. Even through all of his inconsistencies. So, but yeah, Ant-Man number one for sure, and Austin Reeves is a close second for me. Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all always thinking my Austin Reeves pick. Next time is Austin Reeves and the possibility. I'm gonna say Austin Reeves, so y'all don't say him no more, man.
Now I'm gonna say Austin Reeves for anything. Now I would say Austin Reeves.
I like Austin Reeves, but two other players I like to give a little light to is I think Tyrese Halliburton is going to continue his trajectory and have another great season, and probably even better. It's just something about guys who play the game and their strength is IQ. The older you get, the smarter you're going to get,
Mm-hmm.
And he was on podcast P, and I just liked the things he was saying and the way he approached the game, just getting a more personal view on like what he been going through and stuff like that. Like he was saying, he was trying to run it back in Sacramento. So I kind of like that mentality, but he was ready to go in Indiana, and he got the shine that he deserves. So
Yep,
I like him.
I like that
And
pick.
then I also think Jalen Brunson is going to continue on his trajectory as well. I think he's going to have another great season.
Yeah,
They had a great season, man. I ain't gonna lie. For them to do that, that was definitely a great season. So I'm excited to see Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton for sure.
I like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Devin. That's a good question, man. But all right, that's gonna wrap everything up. We appreciate everybody for tapping in, commenting, and make sure y'all subscribe. We're gonna go live again Sunday. We're gonna be posting on socials, TikTok, Instagram, at Better Podcast. Pretty simple. So appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We're gonna be back next week.
All right, man.
Y'all.